Welcome to another edition of the Coach's Corner, the traveling show. We're going to be going to different restaurants and establishments today. The Grand Valley Inn Restaurant and Hotel. And with us today, it's going to be the Rochester Rams. We're going to have some players. We've got some coaches. Of course, I'm Mike Azadian, and of course, the professor, John Parada, is with us. And joining us first is the head coach of Rochester, who really sucked it up today. He had a root canal, but he's still eating a little bit. Gene Matzuk is with us. And, you know, Gene, we appreciate you joining us, of course. And doesn't seem like you're in a lot of pain. Doesn't look like you're swelled up or anything.
No, I'm real numb right now, so I'm eating everything I can.
So if you drink any water and it starts dripping down, we might need to give you a bib.
That's right.
We're on the internet live, so
you got to be careful.
I better get a bib back.
You know, we're on WBVP's Facebook page, Beaver County Radio's YouTube page, and of course 99.3, 95.7 FM, and then 1460 and 1230 WBVP. One thing that I'm not positive about, and John, you may know this more than me. I think, Gene, are you the longest tenured coach in Beaver County right now?
I don't know.
I think you
Should
are.
I admit that?
I believe you are.
Maybe you are a football coach.
I believe.
Not
I think his head and maybe all together now too, just not for your head coaching years, but your total years.
Yeah, total years. Yeah.
And
I'm getting old.
I don't know what it goes with the WPIL. I'm sure there's a couple other guys that have been around for a while, but you're starting to be around for a long time in this Rochester program. You know Beaver County football. I looked, and it just seems to me that you guys have had a big win last week, but you have a big roster. It seems like you got more kids this year than you did have last year.
Oh, no doubt. We got 39 kids, and I think another one's coming because he just moved into the district, so we're getting 40. So we got a lot of kids, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's nice to have some depth. That we put up a lot of depth on a lot of places with our O-line, D-line, and other positions, so it definitely helps you when you're practicing.
Yeah, because what happens is, I know at your level of football, when you lose a guy, like you lost Parker Lyons last year, you lose two starters on both sides of the ball. Because a lot of kids play both sides, and then you got to bring either an inexperienced kid. So depth is a big problem at this level. So having more numbers, is that something you're used to back during the championship years? And it's great to get more kids now.
Exactly. I mean, it's nice to have that backup. You know, you develop that depth, and then, boy, somebody would get hurt or whatever it may be, you insert them right in. So it definitely helps you. Plus, they get a lot of good practice reps, and it definitely helps your team with a lot of things, special teams and everything. So it's definitely been good for us.
John, go ahead.
Gene, a lot of programs have problems with numbers now, the number of players. And I know even in schools in even higher classifications than you would love to have 40 players in this day and age. What do you attribute that to? So much interest in the school district still to have that many players on your team?
I think it just fluctuates with how many kids you got in a class. Those higher classes and others. But we've been pretty good with our numbers. And you know what? I mean, because we're low in enrollment. You look at 9 through 11, we got about 80 kids. So. We're getting half the boys out of the school on our team, and it's a tribute to our program, it's a tribute to our coaches. Kids want to come out and play, and I think that's a great thing. And because football teaches you a lot of life lessons, and that's what it's all about.
And do you try to make it a fun environment too? Because I know it's a little different generation than our generation, or when you first started coaching. I mean, how much do you have to put some fun into it to keep everybody interested?
You know what the good part about is. I got this team here is like a business-like team. I love this team. I love all my teams. Really, I've been doing it for a long time. But these kids here, they just come to work. They practice. They don't say a word. I like to crack jokes. I was school today. You crack jokes with them. It's just nice to be around the kids and just talk to them and crack jokes with them. That's what it's all about, and they enjoy that too because they see the other side of you a little bit.
Now, last year was a little bit up and down. You had injuries, but then you came on toward the end of last year, and I believe won your first playoff game. Maybe not a successful year as you're used to because you had some losses. Obviously, coming into the year, you guys have high goals with the people you got coming back.
Yeah, last year was, we did it. I mean, people ask me all the time about the injuries, but, we overcame them. I mean, we had some up and downs through the year. I mean, the injuries came at times where it took us a couple weeks to settle the chemistry back in because when you lose some of your top players, that chemistry got to get reignited again. And so it took us a couple of weeks to do that. And we went through lost 2 in a row. And then we got back on our feet. and then we got a 14 seed, which is the lowest
Yeah.
we've ever had. Right?
Yeah.
I've been there, and the kids used that as motivation.
Yeah.
And we went to Greensburg, South Cats on that first. And I remember watching them on tape, and I told our coach, I said, "Man, they're really good. I mean, they got skill. I mean, they had great skill." And our kids went down there, played a great football game that night, and then won the second one. We went to the semis, and a play here, a play there, we win and go to the finals. So I was happy with our kids in the sense of all the adversity they faced. They kind of like a lot of teams might have folded. Our kids just stuck with it and it got better, and they made a run at it.
Talk about coming back. What's the strength of your team? Is it offensive line? Is it skill players? Is it quarterback? I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of skilled guys, but what is the strength coming back?
I thought our skill was the strength of our, we had a quarterback back. Jane got a lot of experience over the last 2 years. We got, Antonio, was a sophomore. I mean, our running backs, and Amari Curry and, Carter Mason and, some of these guys, they're all returning starters, these guys. And so that definitely helps. Up front, we were a little bit, we had some work. We had three starters back. We had to work 2 young kids, and we built some depth there now. They're just getting better and better. And I think in time, we're going to be a really good offensive line and defensive line. So, we're just building each day with our weaknesses and making them strengths.
Mike alluded last year, or last 2 years, you've been to the semifinals and lost very close games. When you realize maybe a good bounce here, a good bounce there, and it could have been different, you could have made it to the championship game. How much motivation do you think that gives your kids to want to, hey, no, we're that close to really
Sure,
being
that's
that
the question.
good?
I mean, I think I told the kids, I think you need to learn from those 2 losses, the details. A lot of those games, if you look at them, we lost in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We made some mistakes at the wrong times. We gave up a play that we shouldn't have gave up. Yeah. That's got to turn around this year where we have to make the plays in the fourth quarter. That's the difference of winning and losing a game, a close game. So we got to win the closer games. And so that was the learning lesson with them, and I think they took it, to heart, and they've been practicing that way. And, I could see they're focused each day. And we try to really work on focusing on the day.
Yeah.
We really work on, I tell the kids about expectations and execution. Expectations is the media, what your family's saying, we're this, we're that. Yeah. Execution is day-to-day work, making yourself better and better. And we got to concentrate on that, not the expectations.
Yeah.
Well, we are here on Coach's Corner. We're going to take our first break. We're with the Rochester Rams. We have Gene Matzook. We've got some players coming up. They're enjoying some of the fine food here. Wednesday dinner specials, fajitas, fish tacos, quesadillas. We had some meatball sandwiches and some other great appetizers. What a fine place we are here today. Thank you to the Grand Valley Inn for having us here today. And we'll be back after these messages on Beaver County Radio.
The award-winning Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston provides a delicious family dining experience. Grand Valley Inn is a great place for a party or event. They have banquet rooms for small and large gatherings. Fish and Friday night football go great together in Beaver County. The Grand Valley Inn has great fish and seafood specials on Fridays, live music on the weekends through October, and trivia night on Thursdays. Follow Grand Valley Inn on Facebook to keep up with all the fun. That's Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston.
If you're a parent that's already watched plenty of youth baseball or soccer games, you know the value of teamwork. Whether it's the team on the field or your team of family members at home, strengthening that group can pay off in many ways. Keystone Wellness Programs is offering their free Strengthening Families program in Beaver County for families of children ages 10 to 14. Learn how to increase family bonding and communications, all while having fun together. Visit KeystoneWellnessPrograms.org for details.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
It might be time to repair or replace that old garage door. Call on Robin and her team of expert installers at Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca. Dial 724-774-3200 and your door will work like a charm. Featuring CHI quality garage doors, LiftMaster garage door openers, and over 50 years experience, Robin and her team will get it done right. Electric Garage Door Sales. Give them a call at 724-774-3200 or find them online at electricgaragedoorsales.com.
It's football season, and if you can see the Aquaman of Beaver County heading deep on a fly route to the end zone, it shouldn't surprise you. This is Jim Riggio, the Aquaman of Beaver County from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. Why, you ask? It's obvious. Going deep or the full distance for our customers, no matter what we are up against, is in our game plan. Now, what isn't quite so simple is getting my web feet into a pair of those cleats. This is the Aquaman from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. And looky here, I'm wide open that is, to doing whatever it takes to serve you. Click bfwater.net.
Does someone you know struggle to read? If so, there's tuition-free local help available. The Provident Charter School West at the former Quigley High School in Baden is helping students in grades 1st through 4th. Provident Charter School West teaches students with dyslexia so they can go back to their hometown schools and learn alongside their friends. Provident Charter School West is a tuition-free brick-and-mortar school for children in grades 1st through 4th who are below grade level in reading. For more information, go to providentcharterschool.org.
A Beaver County high school football season is here. Players protect that beautiful smile with a visit to your hometown dentist, Dr. Peter Montini and his team at St. Barnabas Dental. While tackling tooth decay is number one in the game plan, Dr. Montini offers a wide array of services, including custom-fitted athletic mouth guards, clear aligner orthodontics, virtually painless injections, and same-day crowns. Call or text 724-495-3350 to schedule your appointment today. St. Barnabas Dental in Beaver, creating beautiful smiles for life.
Hey, we're back. Coach's Corner. It's a Rochester Rams edition, and we are here at the Grand Valley Inn Restaurant and Hotel. Best all-around restaurant. It was nominated and won in 2018, 19, 20, and 21. It's a great place to eat. In fact, we have our Christmas party, and this year too, he's telling me. Our ad salesman, Mr. Gary Miller, tells us that it is this year as well. But we're here with Rochester, and we are now here with a couple of the young men. Dom Guido to the right, and to the left, it is Jaden Norman. Guys, welcome.
Hi, how you doing?
Not too bad. Let's talk about your first game. You guys went on a Saturday night. You used to play on Friday. You went to Our Lady of Sacred Heart. And a lot of people, after what Our Lady of Sacred Heart did in the first week, and you guys didn't play, thought, well, this might be a tough one for Rochester. But you guys played really well. I'm sure you guys expected to play well, but talk about that game and what happened. Let's start with you, Jaden.
Well, we just worry about in the locker room. It doesn't matter what the media says on the outside. We just worry about our team on the inside.
Okay.
I know in that win, it starts with the line. We got 3 returning starters with Mikey, Logan, and Nehemiah. We got 2 new guys, Lucas and Parker, and they played well. And really, just starting the run is a key to our game plan.
Now, Jaden, you're a quarterback and a safety. So you're returning quarterback. You started and played at the end of last year. Having those games at the end of last year under your belt, talk to us how that helped you get prepared for this year.
I felt like it made me get more comfortable. I got those last games, and I got a whole offseason under my belt, so I'm feeling just more comfortable in my position.
Dom, you're a running back and I believe a defensive back too?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a question. I ask everybody this. You like to score that winning touchdown, or you like to stop somebody at the goal line, and that determines the winner of the game? What would you prefer doing?
I like that goal line stand. When that defense all comes together and
there you go.
Comes up and makes a tackle and drives them back 5 yards, I like that. It's
You're a
more
defensive
satisfying
guy.
to me.
You like the defense. You like hitting people.
Yeah.
You look like you could hit me if I say something mean to you.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to hit your coach for any reason? You wouldn't want to do that, would you?
Nah, I love my coach.
Okay, you don't want to do that. That'll get you suspended from school.
Maybe every once in a while.
Right. But
You can hit Mike.
That'll get you suspended from school. You don't want to do that. So one of Beaver County's all-time coaches.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
He's the greatest.
John, what do you got?
Like I was telling him, if he wants to hit you, I'm fine with that.
He can.
But anyway, Dom, you had 51 yards on 8 carries the other night. It's a nice average, almost 6.5 a pop. I wanted to ask you, and you were one of 3 guys with 50 yards. So how good is it to have that kind of balance in your offense where opposing defenses aren't sure who they better key on because there's so many different guys that can hurt a defense?
Yeah, we got a lot of great backs. We run the powerhouse, and when we run that powerhouse and we have the 3 backs, they all know who's getting the ball, and especially one of our backs are blocking and running hard. They all know who's getting the ball, and they all know where we're going.
How good? I mean, Olsh obviously is a very good team year in and year out. It's a real tough team to open with at the start of the season. How good did it feel to not only win that game but win it convincingly? I mean, to win by 24 points.
I mean, it felt great, especially since they got a game, starting before us, and they were like 50 pounds on the line. Like everyone was 300 pounds. We had 160-pound guys blocking, pancaking people. And I don't know, we were just more aggressive, more physical, and we got the dub. I think it's definitely our physicalness.
And Jaden, I know you talked about, obviously being a very more comfortable quarterback. When you actually took that first snap last Saturday, did it feel different than last year?
I felt way different from last year. I feel like, I know my guys. I know all my plays now. I know what everybody's supposed to do. I just feel like, like I keep saying, I'm just more comfortable in that position. I got more experience.
Jaden, you're quarterback, throw the ball, but you also ran for 62 yards the other night. Do you like being that dual threat kind of guy that can hurt a team, 2 different ways?
Yeah, it keeps the other teams honest. It's not always our running backs running the ball. I could be a threat too, but it's also to them because without them, I'm not a threat either.
Yeah. How about defensively? I mean, Olsh rolled up quite a bit of yards in their opener. They scored quite a few points, and you guys held them to 2 touchdowns on Saturday. What did you guys think defensively of your effort?
Well, I think we played great defense. It wasn't the greatest in the first half, but I know in the second half, secondary-wise, we picked it up. D-line got great pressure. Linebackers were making tackles.
Guys, let's talk about your seniors. Obviously, it's early in the senior year. Do you guys play any other sports? Jaden, you play any other sports?
I play basketball and track and field.
Okay. How about you?
I play basketball and football.
So you guys keep busy all year round. Now, let's talk about you being seniors. Obviously, next year you're going to be out in the real world. Are you looking to play ball after this? Are you looking to go to trade school? Are you looking to go to college? What's in your future? Let's start with you, buddy.
If I get a scholarship, I'd definitely take it. Go to the school for free.
Right.
But if that don't work out, I'd probably go to the trade, and then I'm thinking about being an electrician.
Oh, and nothing wrong with that. You'll make some money the rest of your life. How about you, bud?
Same here. If I get an opportunity to play football at the next level, I definitely will. But my main focus is a degree. I'm planning to either be a physical therapist or athletic trainer.
Oh, wow. Great. Hi, that's very good. So you guys being seniors, I would assume if your coach brought you here, you're some of the team leaders. Now being seniors, sometime it gets thrust upon you. Sometime you have to go grab it. Talk to us about what kind of leadership you provide your team.
Yeah, I just picking up other players when they're down. We fumble, we miss a block, we drop a pass. It's next play. It's not always like head down, can't be sulking coming back to the huddle. You got to pick up our guys.
Right. Dom, how about you? You look like a kind of guy that the younger guys aren't going to take anything from.
Yeah, we got to pick up our guys, especially our front 6 leaders. We always got to pick up our guys and make sure we're doing the right thing, and always next play is the most important play.
John?
We were talking to Coach Matzook about having 40 players on the team, and, it's a large amount for a Class A school, really almost a double or triple A school to have that many. Why do you think football is so popular? Why do you think it's so important in Rochester?
Because it's a team game. Everybody likes to win, and we have that. What's the word I'm looking for? We have that tradition there.
There you go.
Everybody likes Coach Gene. Everybody likes playing for him, and most importantly, who doesn't like winning?
Yeah.
There you go.
Dom, you have anything to add?
Not really much, but Wait, what was the question again?
No, why football is so popular? You have so many students, so many boys want to play.
Yeah, especially when you're on a winning team. That's the winning tradition here at Rochester. People come out, pack the stands. It's a great feeling running out on that field at Friday night, and especially winning. a rivalry game.
Well, we are going to take another break. We're here at the Grand Valley Inn Restaurant and Hotel. Very good food. They're hosting us here tonight. Rochester Rams edition. We've just talked to two young men. Thank you to Dom Guido. Did I say it right? Yep. And Jaden Norman. We are going to be joined by Mike Norman and Jeremiah Haskins next on a Rochester edition of the Coach's Corner, only here on Beaver County Radio.
At Pittsburgh Bay's Goldberg, Persky, and White, we've helped thousands of former Babcock & Wilcox and J&L Steel employees receive compensation for their asbestos-caused lung cancer or mesothelioma. Since the time from asbestos exposure to disease diagnosis spans decades, many do not realize their illness was caused by asbestos. To find out if you are entitled to compensation, call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX or visit online at gpwlaw.com.
Now that the sights and sounds of summer are fading in your rearview mirror, there's still time to enjoy your classic car and turn heads this fall. Restore your cherished ride to its former glory and call Ganew's Body Works in Freedom. Gary Snare has been offering collision and restoration services for over 20 years. Everything from lowering or airbagging your rod or street custom to full custom color paint, Ganew's also handles collision and general repairs. Say hello to cooler weather with the hottest car around. Call Ganew's Body Works, 400 8th Street in Freedom.
Looking for home services? Call Patriot Home Care in Beaver Falls. Their staff provides company, conversation, and companionship to all patients, ensuring medications are taken on time, participating in fun community activities, personal care, meal prep, and light household work are all services provided by Patriot Home Care, all thanks to the hardworking and selfless team members. Call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or stop in Patriot Home Care, 1225 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls.
No matter what the circumstances, no matter the reason, one of the few things that is left when a loved one passes on are the memories. Staging those memories in an honoring way is one of the reasons so many people have chosen J&J Spratt Funeral Home. A person's legacy depends on a lifetime of accomplishments and then how they are remembered. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has helped start the process of creating positive legacies for over 70 years. Visit jjsprattfh.com. Joseph M. Spratt, Supervisor and Funeral Director.
Al's Corner is not just for gas. Well, you are right. They offer gas, of course, but also fresh food and snacks every day. Let them do the cooking. They make fresh subs on their homemade bread daily. They offer hot foods like Taco Tuesday, Fish on Friday, plus wraps, salads, to mention a few. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, make a visit to Al's Corner in Koppel. Planning a graduation party? Call Al's today to place your order. May your party be the envy of your family and friends. Follow them on Facebook for their daily specials. That's Al's Corner on the corner off Route 18 and 351 in Koppel.
If you have big plans for this fall, like a new car or home remodeling project, but feel like it's getting a little late in the game and you're out of timeouts, it's time to call an audible, a 749 audible. This is Coach Andy Dengel from Freedom United Federal Credit Union. 24-month personal loans are now available with approved credit from 7.49%. So get up to the line, the teller line that is, and call your own 749 Audible. Stop in for details. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Bross from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Choose your path at Community College of Beaver County and start learning for real life at a realistic cost. CCBC's 2-year degree programs get you trained and earning a salary in less time and with less debt. Programs in aviation, nursing, education, process technology, criminal justice, and more will prepare you for a real future. You belong here. Apply now or learn more at ccbc.edu.
We're back on Coach's Corner. We are here at the Grand Valley Inn in Falston. Beautiful restaurant and hotel and tremendous food. Thank you for them hosting us. It's our first show out and about, and we are going to have some more shows at different restaurants and establishments and pizza places throughout. And if you know anybody that wants to host, have them contact Gary Miller, our ad sales guy, who will take care of you, and we'll host and bring a team in there. Speaking of a team, we've got Rochester, the Rams, and we have two of their young men, two seniors. We've got Jeremiah Haskins sitting right in front of me, and we have Mikey, or Michael. We'll have to figure out what to call you, Norman. Let's start with Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you're a senior. You are what, a tight end defensive lineman, or we're just a tight end?
Yeah, tight end and D end.
Tight end and D end. Okay, so obviously you're a teammate before this. Was telling us how you guys were a little smaller than the line you played the other day.
Yeah.
You guys are tough kids at Rochester, obviously. So when you see bigger guys ahead of you, do you automatically know you got to use your technique to get around them? What do you have to do when you're blocking a bigger guy?
Me as a DN, when I see a bigger guy, I just know I have to use my speed against him because I know I'm going to be faster than him.
Okay, so that's one thing. So let's talk about speed. Coach said you've got a lot of kids back, speed-wise, in every position. You think that's one of the strengths of this Rochester team, speed?
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to us about some of the kids and the speed in different positions. Talk about some of your teammates.
We have a lot of speed in our wide receivers, like Dominic Guida, Carter Mason, Hunter Henchy, all of them. Like even our quarterback got some speed. Like we have speed everywhere. Our linemen can pull fast. They can be like, we can go everywhere.
Okay. Speaking of the quarterback, we've got his cousin here, Mikey Norman. You're going to be next. So any little rivalries between you and your cousin, and any little talking back and forth? Any like, I'm going to do this better than you? Any little friendly stuff going on with you guys?
No, not really like that, but we just motivate each other every day.
Okay.
We push each other hard in practice. We push each other.
So it seems like you guys, Coach said you guys like to, it's a little different than last year maybe. You guys are practicing hard, you're more business-like. What's it like, growing up in Rochester? You guys were little guys, watching the guys. Now you're the stars of the team. Now it's your last year. Are you looking around realizing this is it? This is my last year?
Yeah, man.
What's that like?
It's crazy. I grew up with all these guys since twerps. We've been playing our whole lives together, and we just have this bond on the field, and we just lift each other up, and we play aggressive on the field together like we're brothers. It's like a family at Rochester.
Jeremiah, what's it like running out of the tunnel? The band's playing, the fans are there, knowing there's a tradition at Rochester. What's that feel like to you every time?
It's like the best feeling in the world, honestly. I look forward to it every Friday night.
John?
You got off to a really good start last week. You beat Our Lady of the Sacred Heart up at Moon High School, beat them handily, 36-12. What did you think overall in your first performance against one of the better programs around to win that handily?
I think we did pretty good. Our defense did start kind of slow, but we adjusted and then we played to the standard, and our offense played just how we expected and just ran the show.
Mikey, what did you think of opening night, I guess?
Just like Jeremiah said, we started off a little shaky, but we got the ball rolling on offense and defense, and we started getting more physical and aggressive, and I think we just took over from there.
Mikey, you're a 3-year letterman, so you've played a lot of high school football now. I mean, you're a veteran guy in high school ranks, and I know Coach Matzik was telling us, the line, there's some new guys in the line he feels is getting better every single day. How much pride is like the most veteran guy on that line do you take in kind of leading the way for all your teammates to try to get better too?
I take a lot of pride in it. I want to get all the young guys in the right direction, bring them all up, because we lost a lot of guys due to them being seniors and things. So we got to get the young guys, bring them up, and I take a lot of pride in that.
How did you think you guys played in your first game?
They really stepped it up for them being younger, and they rose to the occasion.
Yeah. Jeremiah, you play New Brighton this week, and I know your next-door neighbors, Rochester, New Brighton. So is it a bit of a rivalry game? Do you know many of the guys that play at New Brighton, and do they know you guys? And
my mom works at the school, so
oh wow.
Yeah, I know a lot of the kids there, so they talk a lot of smack. So we don't talk at all. We just like want to show it all on the field.
Is it a pretty big rivalry game? I mean, being that right next to each other, and what's your mom do at New Brighton?
She's a nutrition director.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he eats
right. Okay. Who's she going to root for?
Oh,
New Brighton or Rochester? Okay, I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. Okay.
So, guys, let's talk about away from football. The first week, you guys just had a scrimmage, but let's just say season's over. It's December. It's January, and you're not playing football. What are you doing on a Friday night? Where do you go? What do you do? What do you do for fun?
If it's December, if I'm not playing basketball, I'll either like shovel snow for like my neighborhood, something like that. Just
Making money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this guy. You're gonna have to Uber him into my house.
Do you come to Patterson Township?
So if I get an Uber to come to your house, will you come and shovel? That's a good initiative, man. Good. People give you good money for doing that?
Sometimes,
Heck yeah, man. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know what you do? You stand at their door with your hand out like this. Tell them you know Gene Matzel. That's what you do. And that's good. That's very good.
That is very industrious.
So, Mikey, how about you? If you got an off night, you're not studying, coach doesn't want you looking through plays, and what are you doing for fun? What do you do?
I might call up some of the guys. We might go out a night in the town, get some food.
Get some food. Come to the Grand Valley Inn.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course, that's where you want to come. You want to come down here eventually. But that's good. I mean, so do you guys all hang out together? Are you all close? Is it just the seniors, or are you close with other guys on the team? Is it like a real family?
Oh yeah, Rochester's pretty small, so we like know everyone there, and it's like a real brotherhood there. These seniors, I've been around them my whole entire life, and then even the younger kids, we hang out with them all the time. Yeah, they've been there too.
John?
Mikey, I wanted to get back to the line again for a second, because I know you guys don't always get your name in the paper. Well, nobody gets their name in the paper anymore because they don't cover any games. But anyway, but when get your name, on TV and radio, like maybe the backs do. You had 3 guys rush for over 50 yards last week in the opener. How good a feeling is that for the line to know that you're opening those kind of holes where so many different backs can have success in the same game?
It's amazing that the line can just. We worked on our technique all practice, and we worked 100% in the game, and everything we worked in practice, we just brought it over to the game, and it worked well. Like Logan Lyons, he played really good. All of our young guys, they stepped up. So yeah.
And Jeremiah, I wanted to ask you too, having a veteran quarterback now like Jade, and somebody had to step into the brink last year when Parker Lyons got hurt, how good a feeling does it give you as a team to know you have that leader on the field that's been through it now and knows, he's very comfortable in doing what he's doing now?
Well, I've been playing football with Jaden my whole life. He's always been my quarterback, so I always had that confidence in him, so I never doubted him.
Yeah.
We're going to take another break, but I'm looking through the menu here at the Grand Valley Inn in Fallston. They're hosting us here in addition to the Coach's Corner. They got some great appetizers, some interesting stuff here. They've got grape leaves. Not many people have that. Have a lot of other interesting things. You can get salads, you get seafood entrees, chicken. It just looks like a great menu, and I am really, really hungry, and I can't wait till 8 o'clock. No, actually, I can wait because we still have some more people to talk to. But we're another edition of the Coach's Corner. It's a Rochester Rams edition. We're talking to players. We're talking to coaches. We'll be back here from the Grand Valley Inn, only here on Beaver County Radio.
Being part of a credit union is like being part of a team where everyone plays and, more importantly, everyone wins. This is Cindy Hiladio for Friendly Federal Credit Union. If you need a loan, it's game time. Visit Friendly Federal Credit Union in Baden or Aliquippa. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or click friendlyfcu.org. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Friendly Federal Credit Union. You got a friend.
This football season, don't pass on McGee Heating and Air Conditioning. Honest sales and 7 days a week emergency service have made them tops in their game for over 60 years. That's how long families just like yours have been relying on McGee for all their heating and cooling needs. Get ready now for the cooler days ahead and call McGee today at 724-375-7112. Serving the Beaver Valley, including Aliquippa, Monaca, Hopewell, and Center Township. McGee Heating and Air Conditioning. Family owned and operated, Main Street, Aliquippa. Good luck to all the teams who visit the Gridiron this season from McGee Heating and Air Conditioning.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. Beaver County Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Crateri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry, Classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
The local McDonald's restaurants are proud to be partners with Beaver County Radio in sponsoring Beaver County high school football games all season long. Stop in to any of the local McDonald's restaurants for everyday value items like 2 for $3 mix and match, sausage burritos, sausage McMuffin, and hash browns. Don't forget to download the app for extra special savings. Looking for a great part-time job? Text McHire.com today to apply. Good luck to all the Beaver County football teams this season from your local McDonald's restaurants. I'm loving it.
This is Mitch Carver from Carver Construction. Playing a great football game takes teamwork, great leaders, and great individuals. As a former high school football coach myself, I know what it takes to win. I apply these same qualities to Carver Construction in New Brighton. Satisfying customers isn't anything new at Carver. We've been doing it since 1982 for both residential and commercial renovations. I'm behind every job we do, so I can guarantee you that every time you deal with us, you win. Call us or visit us at our website at carverconstructionpa.com.
Copico's Pizza on the corner of 3rd and 8th Street in New Brighton uses the best ingredients in Beaver County. That's Kopickos. Copico's, where you can dine in, take out, or order online. Copico's has great lunch specials on junior pizzas, burgers and fries, Italian hoagies, and fish and chicken sandwiches. Copico's makes their own dough and unique sauce from scratch daily. Get 25% off wings with any pizza order at Copicos.com. That's Copico's Pizza in New Brighton, a taste above the rest.
Did you know Fisher's New Brighton Foodland is as close as a click? That's right. You can order your groceries right from your home. Click GroceryStoreNewBrighton.com and fill your shopping cart up. It's just that easy. Or stop in to shop for your favorite items. They specialize in fresh meats, hoagies, bakery items, and of course the deli. Pick up a delicious hot meal to go like fried chicken dinners, and don't forget fried fish every Friday. Don't cook, make it a Foodland Day. Visit Fisher's New Brighton Foodland, your one stop to shop for all needs, or click GroceryStoreNewBrighton.com.
The award-winning Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston provides a delicious family dining experience. Grand Valley Inn is a great place for a party or event. They have banquet rooms for small and large gatherings. Fish and Friday night football go great together in Beaver County. The Grand Valley Inn has great fish and seafood specials on Fridays, live music on the weekends through October, and trivia night on Thursdays. Follow Grand Valley Inn on Facebook to keep up with all the fun. That's Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston.
Are you a believer?
Yes, I am a believer.
I am absolutely a believer.
I am a believer.
I'm a believer.
I'm a Baba Beaver believer.
I'm a believer. Let's go.
Hurry in for the Labor Day sales event. Get 10% off MSRP on all new stock Compass, Cherokee, and Renegade models. Plus E4 XE for just $469 a month. And as always, get guaranteed credit approval.
For the best deals and service, you know where to go. Become a believer at Beaver County Auto.
If you're a parent that's already watched plenty of youth baseball or soccer games, you know the value of teamwork. Whether it's the team on the field or your team of family members at home, strengthening that group can pay off in many ways. Keystone Wellness Programs is offering their free Strengthening Families program in Beaver County for families of children ages 10 to 14. Learn how to increase family bonding and communications, all while having fun together. Visit KeystoneWellnessPrograms.org for details.
We're back. Coach's Corner, Rochester Rams edition. So many people to thank for this. Gary Miller, of course, our ad guy. Curtis Walsh, behind the scenes. John Parada, I'm Mike Azadian. And now we are joined by Sam Laurie and Matt Yunt. Not Yount, Yunt.
Yunt, you got it.
Okay, so maybe. Do you know who Robin Yount is?
Yeah.
Okay, he does. All right, good. Well, somebody does. He's a Hall of Famer.
I didn't expect many 16-year-old kids to know Robin
16-year-old
Yount.
kids don't know much other than video games and Facebook and all that fun stuff. Well, guys, you guys are the co-offensive coordinators. Start with you, Sam. How happy are you with the performance of your offense last Saturday night?
I can't even put into words really how happy I am for those guys. They came a long way, and they came a long way pretty quick. And the room for them to grow, there was a lot of room, and they're going to get there.
when you've coached running backs in the past, you've been a coach for 10 years there. It's hard to compare years, but talk about this group of talent versus some of the talent you've seen over the last 10 years. How's it compare? I know it's early in the season.
It's early and it's up there. The thing with Rochester is we always have talent. And the thing that's different, I think, about these group of kids we have now is Matt and I, actually Famo, I call this guy Famo here. It's like family here.
So he's like family.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we've had the opportunity to coach a lot of these guys since they were 5, 6 years old.
Right.
And they're very talented. They love to work, and
so they're easy to coach.
They're easy to coach.
Matt, you moved up the ranks from, I think it was, junior high. Now you're here. Coach Matzuk has elevated you to be co-offensive coordinator. How you've been received by the kids? You've coached most of them. You've got other coaches. So you're new, but you're not new. You're new to the senior high staff, but you're still part of the program, obviously.
Sort of new. I was a volunteer assistant, so I definitely knew the guys in the coaches' room. And as far as the kids go, like Sam said, we've known them we've coached them pretty much their whole lives. So we've already built that bond and that trust, I feel like. So I think it was a pretty seamless transition.
Speaking of the coaches' room, every time I go to Rochester, it's kind of, there's that little coach's room, and Coach Matzuk always invites me in. You got couches, and what goes on in there? Is that the brain trust meetings? That's where you guys have your meetings, or do you go into the classroom and look at video? What's Coach Matzuk have you guys do? Just kind of casual there in the coach's room, or more classroom type stuff?
It's a little bit. It's all the above. I mean, that's the kind of the heart of the operation.
That's where the magic happens.
That's where everything starts. It starts there and heads out from there.
John?
Sam, in the opener, you had a lot of contributions from a lot of different players. Your son Antonio rushed for 128, had another 45 receiving. Jaden Norman, the quarterback, had 62 yards rushing. Dom Guido had 51 yards rushing. How good is it to know that you can dial up plays to various people in that offense and know you're going to get production regardless of who winds up with the ball?
We like it. They make it easy for us. We feel like we have an arsenal, and you can't really key on one guy. We got plenty of guys that we can get the ball to, and we're looking to get them the ball for them to be successful.
You know, you guys, for either one or both of you, Olsh is, traditionally a good program, a good team, playoff team a lot of years. You scored 36 points on them in the first game. I mean, how good a feeling was that to come right? I mean, a lot of times the first game's a little rusty, a little shaky, but to come out firing like that and then just put up 36 points.
Well, I mean, the defense also pitched in. They got us a return for a touchdown, but the kids worked really hard. I thought we had a great week of practice, and it just kind of put it all together, so it feels great. But really, the kids were phenomenal all week, really.
Guys, Rochester through and through, obviously, you guys have a lot of support from the fans. You get a lot of loyal fans. When things are going right, and they're there, they're cheering for you. But when you have those times when things are going rough, do you hear the chirping from the stands? Do you hear the stuff like, why are you calling that play or anything like that? Or are you just pretty much deaf to what's going on behind you?
Yeah, pretty much. We're all just zoned in on the game and our jobs and our family and what we're doing for this team. We don't hear the outside noise. We don't get concerned with that.
So, Matt, let me ask you, obviously a lot of success over the years from Rochester. There's some times when things don't go right. If things aren't going right, what's Coach Matzuk like with the kids? What's he saying to them? What kind of changes do you guys make mid-season or in-season to try to get the kids motivated?
We look at everything, really. The drills that we're doing, how are we teaching something if we're not really getting what we need out of them? It's really, there's no panic. I mean, even last year, if you look, things weren't going great at times, but just kind of kept at it, and then it just made it work.
Well, guys, you've made it through. Matt Yount and Dom Guido, two of the assistant coaches for Gene Matzuk of the Rochester Rams. We are going to take another break here from the Grand Valley Inn in Falston here on the Coach's Corner on Beaver County Radio.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
It's football season, and if you can see the Aquaman of Beaver County heading deep on a fly route to the end zone, it shouldn't surprise you. This is Jim Riggio, the Aquaman of Beaver County from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. Why, you ask? It's obvious. Going deep or the full distance for our customers, no matter what we are up against, is in our game plan. Now, what isn't quite so simple is getting my web feet into a pair of those cleats. This is the Aquaman from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. And looky here, I'm wide open that is, to doing whatever it takes to serve you. Click bfwater.net.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. A pre-career start at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Creteri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry, classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Bross from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard, across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Do you know a child who struggles to read? If so, the tuition-free brick-and-mortar Provident Charter School West is here to help. The Provident Charter School West in Baden is helping children from 1st grade through 4th learn to overcome dyslexia so they can return to their hometown schools and graduate with their friends. Provident Charter School West meets the needs of children with dyslexia so they can become the inventors and educators of tomorrow. For more information, visit providentcharterschool.org.
A Beaver County high school football season is here. Players protect that beautiful smile with a visit to your hometown dentist, Dr. Peter Montini and his team at St. Barnabas Dental. While tackling tooth decay is number one in the game plan, Dr. Montini offers a wide array of services, including custom-fitted athletic mouth guards, clear aligner orthodontics, virtually painless injections, and same-day crowns. Call or text 724-495-3350 to schedule your appointment today. St. Barnabas Dental in Beaver, creating beautiful smiles for life.
Being part of a credit union is like being part of a team where everyone plays and, more importantly, everyone wins. This is Cindy Hiladio for Friendly Federal Credit Union. If you need a loan, it's game time. Visit Friendly Federal Credit Union in Baden or Aliquippa. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter or click friendlyfcu.org. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Friendly Federal Credit Union. You got a friend.
This is Mitch Carver from Carver Construction. Playing a great football game takes teamwork, great leaders, and great individuals. As a former high school football coach myself, I know what it takes to win. I apply these same qualities to Carver Construction in New Brighton. Satisfying customers isn't anything new at Carver. We've been doing it since 1982 for both residential and commercial renovations. I'm behind every job we do, so I can guarantee you that every time you deal with us, you win. Call us or visit us at our website at carverconstructionpa.com.
We're back on the Coach's Corner here at the Grand Valley Inn Restaurant and Hotel in Falston. Good food, great menu, love it, and we are with two of the owners, people who run the business. We are with Joe Rubino and Chris Platt. Pless. I can't read my own writing. Pless. Chris Pless. I apologize, Chris. Guys, how long have you been involved? How long have you owned this restaurant?
We're going to be coming up on 8 years here in December.
8 years, okay.
Yeah, we decided our family got together and this was something my mother always wanted to do a long time ago, but with 7 kids, the money wasn't there.
Right.
So, in her honor and my dad's honor, we got together, and this opportunity came about. Chris has always been in this industry, and when the owners of this place came to her and asked her, we all kind of put our resources together and
kept the name, obviously, because of the tradition here in Beaver County. Talk about, I looked at the menu, but talk about the different types of foods and the different things, your specialties, and what maybe you have that other people don't have.
Well, the big misconception that we're trying to break is this used to be a little bit more fine dining.
Uh-huh.
And when we took over, we wanted to back it more toward casual because, the Wooden Angel has a good tradition down the road. And,
right.
In Beaver County, money's not flowing like it used to, so we weren't sure that fine dining was, gonna make it.
Sure.
So we scaled things back, and like I said, it's a big misconception now because there's a lot of people in the county that still think, maybe the prices here are a little bit higher than they are, and maybe not everybody can afford it, but, we're more of a family-style restaurant.
Okay.
We consider us an Applebee's that serves fresh and good food.
There you go. No, there you go. Well,
I like that.
Good thing
Could be your
Applebee's
slogan.
is. Good thing Applebee's is. Good thing they're not a sponsor. Chris, one thing I saw on here, and my family can never get me to eat them. I'm Armenian, and they always want me to eat authentic grape leaves, and I have never ate them, and I almost refuse, and everybody in the family does. That to me is an item that a lot of restaurants don't have, and that seems, how popular is that with your?
Very
Very
we
popular?
actually have somebody that makes them for us.
Right.
They're very good.
So
And we sell a lot.
Talk to us about your everyday role and what it's like to prepare. Obviously, this is, you just don't open the store, open the restaurant up and then close it at 8. You're here long before, I'm guessing.
We
You're
are.
here long after. Talk to us about preparation for a day.
Well, we got to come in and get everything started, especially on Tuesdays and Sundays. We do home-style meals. Joe's here about, 8 o'clock?
Yep.
Get everything in the oven. And I'm here early. I got to do all the paperwork from the night before.
Okay.
We got to get all the salads and stuff prepped before we open the doors.
John,
And then,
what do you got?
The homestyle meals piqued my interest. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Oh, that goes back to the previous owners, and they did it mostly on Sunday. But there was a tradition here where you could come here and get a stuffed pork chop or a stuffed chicken breast like your grandmother used to make. Yep. And we decided to keep that tradition, and we extended it that we also do it on Tuesday nights because when we took over, Tuesday was kind of an iffy night, which in a lot of restaurants it is, and we were trying to come up with something that might be interesting for Tuesday. So we decided to run the homestyle meals again on Tuesday nights. And, again, we run about 4 or 5 of them on Sunday and 4, about the same on Tuesday. You have your stuffed pork chops, your stuffed cabbage, your stuffed chicken, stuffed peppers, turkey, roast beef. We pick about 4 options a week. And
people will call and say, do you have roast beef?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Call and ask for pork chop.
Wow. That's interesting. You have a very extensive menu. A lot of good things to pick from, and I would take 45 minutes before I made a decision when I'm here. Do you have a specialty? Is there anything that really stands out that people order more of than anything else, or do you have pretty much across the board?
I don't know how many of them these guys ate over here, but our stuffed banana peppers are known throughout the county. And, when we first took over, my dad was growing them in his garden before he passed away.
Oh, wow.
And, we would stuff hundreds and hundreds over the summer and put them in the freezer. And, and we'd pull them out, a little at a time. But, luckily my neighbor kept his garden going a little bit, so we still get some out of the garden, but they're not all out of the garden like they used to be. But, that's something that, we serve as an appetizer. We serve it on a hoagie. We serve it over pasta, on a flatbread. That's probably something that we're known for.
So let me ask you before we go to our next break, what are the hours of operation? Is it every day, or is there one day you take off? or-
We close on Mondays.
Close on Mondays.
That's an old mill tradition
That's
in Beaver
true.
County.
So it's so Tuesday through
Tuesday through Thursday we're 11 to 8.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday it's 11 to 9.
Okay.
And then Sunday it's 11:30 to 7:30.
Well, I tell you one thing, we really appreciate you guys having us here, and I am looking at this, and I told you I got a friend of mine who loves this kind of stuff, and I'm looking at this buffalo chicken and fries, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be coming down here and bringing some guests. But we appreciate everything that you have done for us, Joe Rubino and Chris Pless.
Yeah.
The
Well,
guys this
my
time.
family grew up in Beaver County athletics. My brother was on the back-to-back Beaver WPIL championship
Absolutely.
teams.
Right. I remember.
And we were just always around sports, and high school football was a big part of our lives, and high school sports in general. And we're just really glad that we can support this.
Well, we thank you very much. The Grand Valley Inn is supporting us today and hosting us. We're going to take another break and come back and wrap the show up here today on Coach's Corner on Beaver County Radio from the Grand Valley Inn.
Did you know Fisher's New Brighton Foodland is as close as a click? That's right. You can order your groceries right from your home. Click grocerystorenewbrighton.com and fill your shopping cart up. It's just that easy. Or stop in to shop for your favorite items. They specialize in fresh meats, hoagies, bakery items, and of course the deli. Pick up a delicious hot meal to go like fried chicken dinners, and don't forget fried fish every Friday. Don't cook, make it a Foodland Day. Visit Fisher's New Brighton Foodland, your one stop to shop for all needs, or click grocerystorenewbrighton.com.
This football season, don't pass on McGee Heating and Air Conditioning. Honest sales and 7 days a week emergency service have made them tops in their game for over 60 years. That's how long families just like yours have been relying on McGee for all their heating and cooling needs. Get ready now for the cooler days ahead and call McGee today at 724-375-7112. Serving the Beaver Valley, including Aliquippa, Monaca, Hopewell, and Center Township. McGee Heating and Air Conditioning. Family owned and operated, Main Street, Aliquippa. Good luck to all the teams who visit the Gridiron this season from McGee Heating and Air Conditioning.
If you have big plans for this fall, like a new car or home remodeling project, but feel like it's getting a little late in the game and you're out of timeouts, it's time to call an audible, a 749 audible. This is Coach Andy Dengel from Freedom United Federal Credit Union. 24-month personal loans are now available with approved credit from 7.49%. So get up to the line, the teller line that is, and call your own 749 audible. Stop in for details. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a believer?
Yes, I am a believer.
I am absolutely a believer.
I am a believer.
I'm a believer.
I'm a Bubba Beaver believer.
I'm a believer. Let's go.
Hurry in for the Labor Day sales event. Get 10% off MSRP on all new in-stock Compass, Cherokee, and Renegade models. Plus, get a new Grand Cherokee 4XE for just $469 a month. And as always, get guaranteed credit approval.
For the best deals and service, you know where to go. Become a believer at Beaver County Auto.
The local McDonald's restaurants are proud to be partners with Beaver County Radio in sponsoring Beaver County high school football games all season long. Stop in to any of the local McDonald's restaurants for everyday value items like 2 for $3 mix and match, sausage burritos, sausage McMuffin, and hash browns. Don't forget to download the app for extra special savings. Looking for a great part-time job? Text McHire.com today to apply. Good luck to all the Beaver County football teams this season from your local McDonald's restaurants. I'm loving it.
It might be time to repair or replace that old garage door. Call on Robin and her team of expert installers at Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca. Dial 724-774-3200 and your door will work like a charm. Featuring CHI quality garage doors, LiftMaster garage door openers, and over 50 years experience, Robin and her team will get it done right. Electric Garage Door Sales. Give them a call at 724-774-3200 or find them online at electricgaragedoorsales.com.
We're back for a final wrap-up of the Coach's Corner. Rochester Rams edition here at the Grand Valley Inn. Restaurant and hotel, fine food, and, all the food was fine, but a lot of great food and a lot of different things that they have on the menu. Love the menu. But Mike Izzadi and John Prada, we're going to quickly go through the weekend slate of games before we wrap things up. In 6A, Moon has to travel to Mount Lebanon, John. That's going to be a long long trip for Mount Lebanon, but Moon's playing a little bit better than they were last year, but that's still a tough matchup.
It is a tough matchup for Moon. Like you said, they're better. Last year was a rough year. They'd lost all their players from the year before, but yeah, that would be a pretty big upset if they could beat Mount Lebanon.
Some interesting 4A matchups. Hampton plays at Central Valley. Central Valley coming off a loss, their first regular season loss since they lost to Aliquippa last year. North Catholic goes to Aliquippa. Ringgold goes to West Allegheny, and Blackhawk goes to Mars. Boy, Blackhawk with a tough schedule. They started out 0-2, two tough games, but now they got to go to Mars with Eric Kasperowitz. It seems like West Allegheny may have the easiest road of those teams, but some tough matchups there as well.
I think Blackhawks is going to be a tough one. Mars, they upset Mars last year, if you recall at Blackhawk, and I would imagine Mars looking to turn the tables on the Cougars on their home field.
In 3A, a couple of matchups. Freeport travels to Quaker Valley. Quaker Valley struggling right now to get their program back to where they want it to. Freeport should be favored there. And then Western Beaver at Hopewell. Western Beaver has started out with 2 losses, and they didn't look good in either one. They're struggling on offense. They're struggling on defense. They've got a lot of skill, but they just can't get things done. And Hopewell has played pretty well. That's going to be, I think that's going to be a tough game for Western Beaver.
Yeah, I think it will. Hopewell's bounced back, from a couple tough seasons, and they're playing well. And you're right, Western Beaver, and not overly surprising. They lost their quarterback, who'd been the starter for 4 years, and I think it's been an adjustment period for the Golden Beavers here in the early going.
Some 2A games. Actually, it's 2A, 3A. Ambridge travels to Neshannock. That's going to be a tough matchup. Ambridge beat Freedom last week. Beaver and Freedom. Beaver at Freedom. Beaver started out 2-0. They're playing really well. Carlinton at Elwood City. Elwood City starting to play a little bit better. And then Knock travels to Beaver Falls.
The Beaver Freedom game is interesting. I know Freedom has gotten off to a 1-1 start. They played well against Quaker Valley, then lost to Ambridge. Beaver coming off 2 really good wins. I mean, he beat Western Beaver handily at Western in the first game, and then, a bit of an upset, at least in my mind, them beating Beaver Falls last Friday. So the Bobcats and Court Rouse off to a real good start here.
In 1A, Burgettstown travels to Southside Beaver. Cornell travels to Union. That'll be a tough matchup for them. Our game on Beaver County Radio, New Brighton is at Rochester, and then Riverside at Shenango.
Well, the New Brighton-Rochester game is always a rivalry game, Mike. And, I know New Brighton's gone through tough times here the last year or two. But, they'll be ready to play, especially in this game. Like, we talked to Jeremiah about they all know each other, the kids on the 2 teams. So there's some emotion there, and I'm sure New Brighton will be fired up. They got beat 60-13 in that game last year, so I'm sure they're looking to play better. Yeah.
And finally, Geneva plays at Allegheny, 1 p.m., Bruce and are you going with them? No. Bruce, and I'm not sure. Bruce Fry will have the game, and they lost last week to CMU. So Geneva will be on. They start at 1. We will be on the air at 12:30. I want to thank everybody here, obviously, at the Grand Valley Inn. Thank them for hosting us. We want to thank Gene Matsuk, of course, for bringing in Sam Laurie and Matt Yunkt, his 2 coaches, Dom Guido, Mike Norman, Jaden Norman, and Jeremiah Haskins, the 4 players. Also, thanks to the owners, Joe Rubino, Chris Pless. Also want to thank Curtis Walsh and Gary Miller behind the scenes. For John Parada, I'm Mike Azadian. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Coach's Corner. We'll be back next week. But for now, go Rams.
The award-winning Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston provides a delicious family dining experience. Grand Valley Inn is a great place for a party or event. They have banquet rooms for small and large gatherings. Fish and Friday night football go great together in Beaver County. The Grand Valley Inn has great fish and seafood specials on Fridays, live music on the weekends through October, and trivia night on Thursdays. Follow Grand Valley Inn on Facebook to keep up with all the fun. That's Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston.